Introducing
Charlotte,
Jenny,
and all that jazz. Hello, welcome back to episode 13 of And All That Jazz.
Here we are.
Here we are.
What's been centre stage for you this week, Charlotte?
Well, I sound like a broken record, but I am still in the thick of Sherlock. Tech swing. For those of you out there that don't know what a tech swing is, tech swing basically covers the majority of the backstage tracks. So during a show, you'll have lighting operator, a sound operator, then you'll usually have a sound 2 and 3 who will deal with mics on stage, so making sure that they're not sweaty or sticking a bit more mic tape on somebody
if they come loose,
if they come off,
something.
So that's like sound 2 and 3. And then you've got the dressers. We have 3 dressers on Sherlock. We've got the head of the dressers. I don't know what her official title is. I'm just going to call her the head of the
Chief dresser.
Chief dresser. Then you've got another 2 dressers. Then we've got wigs, hair and makeup, which I will never have to cover, luckily, because I think that everyone would be going on with lopsided wigs and beards that cover their mouth. There's 2 crew members, which I will cover, an ASM, which I will cover. There's DSM, which is Deputy Stage Manager, and that is the person on the book that calls the show, so they're making sure that everybody's going at the right time, and they'll give lighting and sound their cues to go, or cast members their cues to go on stage. Then there's also flies, so we've got 2 people on flies. So there's a lot of people that are working backstage on this show. As a tech swing for this show, I have to cover the 2 crew members, ASM, the head of the chief dresser. I will probably cover sound 2 or 3, lighting, operating, and I will cover one of the crew members also has to kind of run up and do a fly cue, so I will also cover that. And I also forgot to mention the follow spots.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 2 follow spots. Basically, follow spots is literally what it sounds like. So
Spotlight.
So you're
started my career on the spotlight.
Did you?
I did.
I'd never done it before. I went up and had a play with it the other day, and I was so bored. I was like, I really hope that I don't ever have to cover this track. But I do also have to learn those 2 tracks as well. So it's actually really hard. I didn't think it was going to be as hard as what it is.
Depends on the show, but yeah, it can be.
When you've got a follow spot, you have a little dial that kind of turns it on and off and affects the brightness of the spot. Then you've got a little gauge which makes it bigger or smaller.
Yeah, the iris.
And then you've got the little target thing. There's like it's like a little target on a gun.
Yeah.
That you have to look at to aim it at people.
That's right. But when I started follow spotting back in the day, in the Middle Ages, we didn't have targets on the follow spots.
Yeah.
It was called ghosting it in, where you had to find a place on the stage that was quite well lit, and then turn your follow spot on very gently, so only you could see it on the stage, and then ghost it in so you could just tell how big it was going to be and where it was, and then turn it off again, line it up on the person that you needed to pick up, and then bring it up gradually. You didn't have a target, you had to do it by judgment.
I don't like using the target. That's so crazy, because I was trying to look through the little lens with the targeting, and I found it really difficult to do that and move the spot and do the intensity stuff all at the same time. I thought my brain was going to explode.
It is a skill. Yeah, it is a skill.
And I just thought it was going to be like pointing a light at somebody and following them around the stage, but there's so much more.
The worst thing is having to sit next to a really hot spotlight when you've got a hangover for a 9 o'clock panto show with screaming children. That's a true test of your mettle there.
That's where you're like, what am I doing with my life?
That sorts the wheat from the chaff.
I really didn't expect it to be so difficult. So I've had a little go I've like played around with the spot. The technical manager of the Birmingham Rep Theatre was on stage at the time that I was up there, and so he was messing around and like running around the stage, and I was trying to follow him with the spotlight. So that was interesting. So I've got to learn those tracks. So I have a lot of tracks to learn basically. I think I've got about 8 tracks to learn as a tech swing.
Wow.
So I have to know them all. And then if somebody goes off sick or if somebody's got a day booked off, I usually don't cover those in case somebody else is sick that day. But I will every now and again.
You're on standby, basically.
But yeah, I'm basically on standby. So if someone goes down, I am the person that jumps in. It's a lot of work.
So what do you do then? Because you're sort of everybody's understudy, if you like, backstage.
Yeah.
What do you do on a regular show? If everyone's there, what do you do?
I'm basically learning tracks. So
right. So you're just constantly absorbing it.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Luckily I know the show quite well. So I kind of know where everybody is at what time, but I don't necessarily know what they're doing. So far I've learnt the ASM track, so I can now do that track on my own. And I've learnt one of the crew members' tracks, and I can do that track on my own. Learnt the chief wardrobe's track, so I can do that track on my own. So I've only got about another 7 to go.
It'll be the end of the run by then, by January.
By the time I've actually gotten to the lighting desk and the sound, because I've never touched sound stuff before. I've followed somebody around, but it's not the same.
Yeah, they're very specialist as well, aren't they?
Yeah, and when you don't have those skills, it's like alien. It's completely alien to me. I'm like, I don't even know.
Although with those, you wouldn't be left completely on your own to do that, would you?
I'd have to shadow, and then I would be left on my own.
Would you?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, crikey.
I know. So, I mean, it's good because I'm learning new skills, but at the same time, I have upped one show before as lighting up, but I've never touched anything to do with sound. The only reason that I would know how to put a mic on somebody is because I've had to wear a mic myself as a performer.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that I know how to put a mic on. But knowing what it's supposed to sound like out the front and knowing when someone needs it spraying because it's wet, I have no idea. So it's going to be fun to learn.
You'll get the hang of it.
I'll figure it out. But it's actually really good. Like, there are some shows when you kind of sat there a little bit bored because you're just following somebody around.
That's the danger zone, though. As soon as you switch off, someone will go, okay, you're on. And then you've got to jump to it.
Imagine I'd just be like,
zone in.
What?
Yeah.
But it's been good. Like, it's been really good fun, and everyone's really supportive, which is really nice. And everyone's been helping me out, and
it all adds to your skill set as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And I have been tech swing before on another show. It just wasn't as intense. There was, on the last show I was tech swing, there was an ASM, and I had to learn her track. And then I think we had one crew member and one person on flies. So I only had like maybe 3-4 tracks to learn.
This is a full-scale musical, isn't it?
Yeah, a full-scale show with about 1 million people working on it.
Yeah.
So it's a good one to pick.
You're in the thick of it. It's
well
great.
Done, me.
And what better way to spend your Christmas?
I know. It's difficult because I have a very difficult relationship with crewing. And I guess tech swing is not really crewing because you're covering everybody, but I do tend to get bored quite quick. And so if I'm not learning anything new, my brain, like you said, my brain will just switch off. So it's good that I have so many things to do because I am constantly like stimulated.
Yeah, learning and picking it up,
yeah. But if I was just crewing, my brain, I missed it. So I was covering an ASM track on my own. I think it was the first time that I covered it on my own, and I got really cocky and started like resetting props and stuff ready for the next show. And whilst I was doing so, completely switched off. So when you're backstage, you have to wear like a headset, so it's like a comms pack where you can all speak to each other backstage. So you hear the DSM giving you cues to do things and go, or she'll give you a standby and then she'll give you the cue to go. And I was resetting, minding my own business, completely switched off from my comms. Like I just somehow
zoned it out.
Yeah. I somehow managed to just like tune it out, and then was resetting just like nicely. And then all of a sudden I heard slider cue go, and I was like, oh no. And I was like, I just missed my cue completely. So the sliders in Sherlock, which kind of are like really tall, they're kind of like a stage door flat, and they move like side to side on the stage. And my cue was to move these sliders on stage so that
together to meet in the middle.
The audience could see them because the actors pretend to like go through the doors, and I just didn't do it. I just did not do it. The sliders were not there, and then I was like, oh no, I felt so bad. I was like, what am I going to do? And then
did you just push them on really gradually throughout the next scene?
No, I left it. I just left it because it was right at the end of the show. It was like my last cue of the entire show.
Oh, that's why you'd switched off, because you'd sort of ticked that box.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. And I was like to Jeanette, who's the ASM, I was like, oh my God, what should I do? What should I do? I was like panicking, and she was like, just leave it. I did it the other day, and I was like, oh, thank God it wasn't just me.
So that happened to me on Miss Saigon. I had all these guns to manoeuvre.
Yeah.
And it was the first show that I was doing by myself. So I wasn't completely ready. Yeah. Didn't really know what I was doing. I was looking at my cue sheet literally every 3 seconds. It got so tatty. And I went to carry on with the cue, and I thought, oh, hang on, I need one of these other sorts of guns. And I went back to get it, but in that time, all the cast had come off and were doing all these quick changes and moving about, and the space is so tight backstage at the Alex that I got trapped, and I literally couldn't get through all these people to the door to cross over to make my cue, and I just got stuck, and I was stood with this gun just in a sea of people all in their pants, just thinking I'm just not going to make that cue, and I didn't. And the other ASM on the other side of the stage was stood waiting for me, and I just never made it, and I said, I'm so sorry, I literally just got trapped, because I went back to get something and I didn't make it.
So what did that mean? Like someone didn't go on with a gun?
The gun wasn't too critical, because that was for a future cue.
Got you, yeah.
I was supposed to get round the other side to help move a piece of scenery, someone else had to just step in and do it. Some random, probably a cast member, I think, had to just do it.
I bet they would have been so annoyed. It's not my job.
Everyone was so helpful and friendly.
Oh, no, that's nice.
Yeah,
like
it was fine. It wasn't critical. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? It just does. That's live. But that's what I love about live theatre, because you do learn to you have to just let that go and move on to the next cue, because if you stop and dither about it, you'll miss your next cue. And then you really start to get into a muddle.
Yeah, and it'll spiral, won't it? And then you're like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You have to skip on, don't you?
Yeah, you just got to get out, move on. I once left
But then that's the cue you never will forget.
That's true, actually, yeah. I've done that before. I was working on With Nail and I was ASM, I was in charge of stage right, and then my friend Maddie was in charge of stage left. There was a lot of kind of secret doors and things just coming in and out of these doors all the time. So our tracks were really busy. And there's one particular moment where they had the front end of like an actual car.
I remember, yeah.
So we would come down on sliders as if they were like on the motorway, and just before that was like a living room scene.
Right.
So the living room scene happens, all of the set has to be pulled out through the doors before this car starts coming down the motorway. And my cue was like, I pulled the lamp off, I run to close the door, I jump over a sofa to close another door, and then I jump back over the sofa to let the sofa. It was just a bit crazy. So, and then I have to like run around to grab a prop for an actor. So I was like, okay, we're ready to get this scene going. And then when it happened, I completely forgot about the lamp and just went and did my door closing and jumping over the sofas, and then I was like, oh no, the lamp. So then I had to like pull the lamp really quickly like off through the secret door, but the car had already started coming down the road.
That ship had sailed.
So there was just a random lamp on the motorway as the car was driving down.
Do you know what though? I actually came to see that.
Oh, were you there? You would have been there.
I came to see that specific performance, and I didn't notice the lamp on the motorway. So it just goes to show that the audience don't know. It's not as obvious as you think it is.
Well, one of the producers did, and he was not very nice to me about it. He was
really.
Oh my God, he was horrible.
Well, that's someone that doesn't understand theatre then, because these things happen, don't they?
Yeah, he was like, I am not paying you to make mistakes. And I was like, it's a human. I was like, everybody makes mistakes. It's human. I was like, I'm not going to do it again. And like, I think I said what you said. I was like, now I've made that mistake, I will not do that again. And he was like, well, this is professional theatre. I'm not paying you to make mistakes. And I was thinking, you're not paying me anyway.
Yeah.
The Birmingham rep are paying me.
Yeah, and backstage, we don't get to rehearse it as
No.
often as the actors have rehearsed it. They've been rehearsing it for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And we literally get a tech rehearsal and a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
And that's usually pretty much it.
Yeah, you might
to get
have
these
had-
things right and
Yeah.
to make your cue sheets up and everything. So
nuts.
it's not instilled in us, you know, in the first few shows in the way that it is for the performers.
No, imagine if you said to an actor, right, you've got 2 goes at this scene and then you just got to do it.
And you've got to be word perfect.
There's no way that would happen. It's insane. Obviously, if you are good at your job, you don't make those mistakes very often. But that one day for me was just, you know, when you're having one of those days where you're like, something is going to go wrong today.
Yeah.
And it just did. But yeah, he was not very nice. And I was kind of like, there's a way to talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's not it.
Something like that. It's very fast moving. It was a comedy. It's not integral to the telling of the story, or it wasn't going to ruin anything.
No, and it's set in England, so there might be a lamp on the motorway.
There's no need to be told off over something like that. They can come and say, what happened there? Is there anything that needs to be done to stop that happening again?
Yeah.
That's different. But if it's a one-off, then clearly no, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
No, but equally, it's actually got nothing to do with the producer. Those mistakes that are happening on stage, you know, I know that they're putting money into it, but it's actually got nothing to do with him. Like, it goes into a show report and it gets dealt with
internally
with the backstage team. So really, it's like, why are you even commenting?
Yeah.
But what's been centre stage for you?
Well, I went to see Friends, the musical parody. I went to see it at Malvern. My friend Amelia Atherton is playing Phoebe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know her from when she was still training actually, and we did panto together up in Lytham St Anne's. Glamorous. But she's gone on to do brilliant things. She was in Six.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and she's been in a few other things, and now she's in Friends, the musical parody. It was absolutely brilliant.
Was it?
Yeah, really good.
I really want to see it. I love Friends.
I would definitely recommend. I would say, though, you do need to be a Friends fan. Perhaps fan is a bit of a strong word. You have to have seen enough Friends and sort of be aware of the history of it a bit and the jokes, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was literally all about Friends as a series.
Okay.
It's really hard to describe. It was so clever.
Is it funny?
It is funny, yeah. Okay. Very funny. All the music is original.
Ooh,
yeah. And it's sort of, it's a parody. It's very self-aware. And so a lot of the jokes are sort of laughing at itself.
I like
as
that.
a TV series and the characters themselves. So very cleverly done. It starts off as you see backstage, you know, behind the scenes of the TV studio.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then parts of the set get turned around to be Monica's apartment and Joey's apartment. And so
they're not just singing.
No.
They're not just singing an episode of Friends.
No.
Okay, fine.
No, it encompasses the whole sort of 10 seasons of Friends. It's so clever.
Oh, I love it so much. I used to have the box set,
Did you?
The whole thing. And I was actually going to audition for the musical.
Oh, which part? Not Phoebe?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, I was like, which character would I play out of all of them? And then I thought, probably Phoebe would be the one. But I knew the casting director for, I think it was the touring version, and I was going to put myself forward, but then I chickened out because of the singing.
Oh, there is quite a lot of singing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have coped well.
Amelia, who is playing Phoebe, she is a singer. Got a very strong belty voice. Yeah, she's a brilliant singer.
I wish I could sing like well, not to just like hold a tune.
Do you still have any singing lessons?
I actually haven't had any recently, but I have been in contact with Reese to be like, I need to book some more.
Yeah.
Because I do want to keep that up. I think that's something that...
Yeah, me too. I've had to let mine drop off a little bit lately as well. New Year's resolution, me and you, back to our singing lessons.
Back to singing, yeah. We'll have to hold each other to
Let's do it. We're shaking hands on that.
We're shaking.
There we go. That's great radio, but yeah. So what's been centre stage for you?
Apart from Sherlock, I've been asked to do a short film.
Oh yeah.
So this guy that I know who runs Actors UK, he dropped me a message the other day and he was like, I want to put out some short films next year, like a series of short films for online content. Would you be interested? And I was like, what is it? What's the thing? And he's like, I'll shoot you the script over. So he sent me the script, gave it a bit of a read, and I said yeah.
Well, obviously there's a lot of elements, but with short films, the writing is really important, isn't it? Because you've only got a few minutes to tell the story, to round it off.
Yeah.
To find any depth in the characters. That's a tough ask.
It is. It's really tough. And I think stepping into it without building a character, or obviously the characters are there, but without having the opportunity to build a character, and you don't get any rehearsal, you might get to go through the scene once before you film it. It's a lot. I think it will be good. It's good for CV. It's good to put in a show reel. It's a character that I wouldn't have played, I don't think. It's about an angel and a devil kind of fighting over the soul of a human, which is a really good topic. I was originally asked to be the devil, but there's like a little passionate scene in there where they're kind of like making out, and
you wouldn't be comfortable with that.
No, I don't think that it would have been making out with a girl, and I've never done a passionate like scene before, and I think in that setting I just wouldn't have been comfortable. Like I just wouldn't have been able to throw myself into it, especially because it would have been my first time kissing a girl for one thing ever, which to do on screen, even like making out with a man, for me it's a lot to do on screen. I've had to do it once or twice for theatre, but when you're in a setting where you're being filmed and there's just a lot of people in the room watching, it just becomes really, like, I just would feel really uncomfortable. It's intimidating.
Well, do you know though, well done to you for speaking up and saying, no, actually that's not for me, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult in this industry, it's so saturated with performers that people are desperate to get any credit that they can.
Yeah.
And they will take a part that they're perhaps not comfortable with.
Yeah.
And then that causes a lot of anxiety and afterwards maybe regret. It is important that you select things that you are comfortable with, or that you feel you can make comfortable, you can make your own.
Yeah. If I'd have done a couple more like passionate scenes before, even in theatre, where you get the time to rehearse them properly, you have an intimacy coordinator, it's all done very nicely. I think then going into film and having to do that passionate scene would be okay.
You'd feel it was more under control.
Yeah, but I just was like, I'm just not going to do it much justice, because I'll be nervous, and like, you don't really want a nervous person
No.
doing like a passionate love scene.
No.
Because it just doesn't work.
No.
So I genuinely I said that to Kevin, and I was just like, listen, I'm just not going to do that much justice. I don't think that that's the right part for me to play. And he was like, yeah, fair enough. I was like, I'd give Harmony a go, which is the angel character. I was like, I'd give that a go if you still want me to be a part of it. And he was like, actually, yeah, that could work, because then we can film the bits before you get here after work. So it ended up working out really nicely, and I'm still going to be a part of the short film, which is also good. And like, thanks to Kevin for just being like, yeah, no worries, we'll just put you as the other character as well.
Oh, that's good. Well, there's nothing in it really for him to cast people that aren't going to do, as you say, do the script justice.
Yeah, because he wants it to be good. Like, it's his short film. Like, he wrote it, and I think he's going to be directing it too, so you would want it to be good. And if an actor's coming to you being like, hey, I don't think that's the right part for me, why would you not listen to them?
Exactly.
Kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's good to challenge yourself, but I think on this one, I just know that it wouldn't have been the right thing for me. So
good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Right, yet again, you've got to get off to do your show now, haven't you?
I know, constantly just running away.
You've got another matinee and then an evening show.
Yep.
So you need to go and reset your props.
I do. Got to get out some weapons, some batons,
Ooh.
and a balloon popper.
Oh, I look forward to that.
Where have I heard that before?
So So, before you go,
Yep.
what have we learnt?
Ooh. What have we done? Getting stuck with a gun in your hands in a sea full of people in their pants happens to the best of us.
Oh, that famous old adage. Thanks for listening. Join us next time for more on theatre, television, and all that jazz.